Welcome everybody. Hello, good morning, good evening, depends on from where you are joining us. We are saluting you from Nuremberg, Germany. And let's start with our session. Today we are talking about Enhansing Dynamics 365 project operations with add-ons developed by proMX, in-house by our experts, and also in cooperation with experts from the industry. And we will talk about these kind of solutions and how actually you can get the most of it and how you can get more proficient with your project management and use your time in the best way and get the success in an easiest way. Today with us we have two experts, Rudy Vanhille and Marina Proskurovska. Rudy is our Director of Product Growth at proMX and Marina Proskurovska is an International Sales Manager. And both of them have an extensive experience in Dynamics 365 and of course they will talk a little bit about that, so I don't want to take that possibility. And please welcome our speakers. Also welcome to everybody who is joining us today. And the stage is yours, guys.
Thank you, Katja, for the welcome words. And welcome to our Dynamics Week, and thank you for joining today's session. We are on an exciting journey with proMX, thanks to our customer project and our close relationship with Microsoft. We have built a strong and unique position in the market. It is all focused on Microsoft Dynamics 365 and project operations. With a specialization in project operations, we developed the proMX 365 Productivity Suite. This also enhance and extend the core functionalities provided by Microsoft. Our goal is simple, to reinvent your productivity together. We are ready to help you boost your productivity like never before. Now, before diving into the session of today, let me first introduce ourselves. My name is Rudy Vanhille and I'm the Director of Product Growth at proMX, and my colleague Marina will take over with the demo after my presentation. I'm based in Belgium and started this year to lead the growth of proMX business of products. In my role, I focus on expanding the reach of our solutions, refining our product offerings, and ensuring that we deliver unique value to our customers. It's all about growing the unique position we have with our products in the Dynamics project operation ecosystem. My team and I work closely with our clients and partners to understand their unique needs, and we strive to improve our products based on real customer feedback. Let me now walk you through how proMX 365 Productivity Suite can help you. But first, Marina will introduce herself.
Yes, hello everyone. Some of you might know me already because I can actually see a few familiar names in the attendees from the previous sessions from this week. So I'm responsible for the international sales at proMX, and I will actually have my 10th anniversary with proMX in January 2025. So I've been with the company for quite some time, and I do remember how our ISV products started their journey, and I've seen their development and evolution, and I would be glad to assist Rudy today and show you the live demo of the products.
Thank you, Marina. Let's jump to the agenda of today. At least I will start with the Productivity Suite, a kind of introduction, and then what is our product suite. I will touch per product, the target group, the customer challenges we mostly see, and also the key features and functionalities. So then Marina will take over, and I hope we will have some time for Q&A and for the closing. So these products are all part of our proMX 365 Productivity Suite. Very in general speaking, most of our products are aligning with project operations. So that's the niche where we are working in. If we look into the key features of our products, we need to mention that we basically add functionalities upon the standard project operations process and follows these standards as well. So you don't lose any of the out-of-the-box functionality. You don't lose any kind of process. It is always the high target for us to keep everything integrated with the out-of-the-box solutions. I will now walk you through each product, and afterwards we will conclude with a live demo showcasing how the key functionalities of software works, so you can see how it really works in action. So let's start with the proMX 365 Core. It is a kind of base solution. Core is built upon years of expertise and knowledge from successful customer projects, all designed to improve project operations. Based on feedback of users, the Core enhances the usability of project operations by offering customizations and improving key features. It is designed to make project manager easier and help to improve team collaboration. Here you see an overview of the key features in our Core application. Implemented as a PCF control, you can visualize potential risk and their impact to your project with the risk matrix we provide. We added as well a date period picker to easily select and manage time periods for reporting and analysis. We have added a multi-option set control. We have improved the process by adding rebooking for approvals. And we announced user interaction with UI elements like a phased pile control, lookup, pick lists, and we are working now on radar charts as well. With Core, we bring greater transparency to financials and forecasting, which are often hidden by project operations. Our solution exposes real-time financial data, enabling you to track and monitor time recordings and budget consumption from day one. We can monitor budget consumption at any time, and we improved the handling of external resources and custom pricing with specific bill and cost rates for each project or task. We can break down the projects into phases and added new business processes that guide project managers from opportunity to invoice. Projects can be created from within templates, ensuring consistency and ease of setup across projects. And it is soon possible to assign deputies, for example, when primary manager is unavailable. The Core provides real-time visibility into budget consumption, financial forecasting, and critical milestones, and you can track resource assignments and workloads to make adjustments as needed. Then the task overview enables you to monitor task completion, dependencies and deadlines, while the project timeline gives you a representation of the project schedule, ensuring alignment across teams and timely project delivery. With Core, you can also generate insightful and accurate status reports to track project process, financial health, and resource utilization. Moving to the second product we have in our portfolio, that's portfolio management. What is proMX 365 PPM? PPM is a comprehensive solution for managing project portfolios, designed to help businesses to make informed decisions, to optimize resource allocation, to streamline resource bookings, and to ensure that all projects are aligned with overall business goals. What's unique about PPM is its flexibility. Although it's built to sit on top of project operations, it can also integrate seamlessly with custom data setups. As long as the data has a parent-child structure, portfolios, programs, and projects, we can create organized hierarchy to visualize and manage the entire portfolio. This structure enables teams to bundle projects together under specific portfolios, whether it is for technology initiatives, departments, or industry-specific goals. For instance, at a construction company, we might create a portfolio for road construction with programs like highway construction, bridge and tunnel, urban road maintenance, and this all managed within the main portfolio. The case can be that there is more portfolios in one company. For the construction company, by example, they might have a portfolio for building construction, energy infrastructure, railway construction, and so forth. Our target group includes a wide range of companies across different sizes and industries, especially those handling multiple projects at once, be it internal or external. These organizations are actively managing resources, timelines, and goals across various projects. We are also focused on companies that already operate in a Microsoft environment or are considering a Microsoft-based solution for their portfolio and project management needs. Our PPM solution is a natural fit for organizations looking to extend their Microsoft ecosystem to cover comprehensive PPM functionalities, ensuring seamless integration with their existing tools and workflows. PPM addresses common project portfolio management challenges by providing real-time insights into project statuses and dependencies. It enables teams to track progress and to align their project with broader business goals and overall key results of the company. It also facilitates collaboration across departments and teams, which are usually isolated in their company, bringing everyone into one reporting and one management tool to oversee the status of different departments. It should also allow teams to communicate better because everyone is working against the same portfolio. You can also optimize resource allocation across multiple projects. For example, if a key team member like a program manager or a developer is unavailable or sick, it could impact multiple projects. Our solution help to find substitutes across these affected projects and manage risk and issues, improving overall priority and project health. Our solution includes several key functions. You can manage, of course, portfolios and bundle projects together in programs and portfolios for better alignment. It is easy to track project progress and timelines. You can stay on top of the financials with comprehensive budgeting and cost management tools. You get some enhanced project controlling, for example, the calculation of draft hours or the sum of multiple projects into our top layer. So no need to split up multi-year projects into smaller projects. And we also support managing dependencies across multiple projects in a portfolio. This allows you to experiment with project prioritization and resource allocation to improve margins and meet deadlines. The challenge is that the system always reflects live data, so the current condition. So it doesn't show the initial plan or forecast for the future. This can make it difficult to track changes over time. With our baseline scenario planning, you can press like Save and store a version of your plan as a kind of backup. You can experiment with changes and later compare your current plan to the initial baseline. This allows you to track progress over 1 year or multiple years, even if the people who started the portfolio or the project are no longer within the company. You can create and compare scenarios at any time, as often as needed. You can do it every week, every month, yearly, and always compare them to your desired plan version. We also bring in a bunch of custom controls. We do have a risk matrix, date period picker, multi-option set, and soon that radar chart as well. And our PPM solution integrates seamlessly with Microsoft Copilot, bringing AI directly into your project management. Time tracking. What is time tracking about? Yeah, it is what the name already tells. It is all about recording times. Time tracking extends the out-of-the-box time recording grid in project operations by adding an integrated calendar view like you see and a mobile app. It adds to the out-of-the-box schema and the whole process of project operations, but can be as well used for customer extensions or for different customized processes and fields in general. What is the target group of our time recording solution? Companies of different sizes and industries that manage projects, either internal or external projects. Companies that already work in Microsoft environment and are considering a Microsoft solution to track their services. Customer who are managing projects very in general. We do have as well scenarios where the projects may be tracked in different environments and get project-related data into Dynamics and go from there. Restriction here is that we need to have project operations in place. Also as a target market are customers who are already using, of course, project operations and seeking for an extension to that and to have like an alternative time tracker solution. We do see different customer challenges. So out of the box, project operations offers a duration-based time recording feature. This allows employees to simply track time by saying, for example, I worked 4 hours on a project A, 3 hours on project B, and the next day this repeats. This type of tracking works well in the markets like US, where it is fine to log time in that way. However, in many European markets, including Germany, there are specific legal requirements for time tracking. For example, European law mandates that employees must record time with start and end days, start and end times for their workday. Additionally, laws in countries like Germany also require track of breaks. For instance, if you work 4 hours, you are entitled to a 45-minute break, and if you work more than 6 hours, you must take a full hour break. And yeah, these are the legal requirements, and companies are being pressured to implement time tracking systems that ensure compliance. To address this, time tracking includes a calendar-based interface, which is familiar and easy to use for employees. It integrates seamlessly into the Dynamics 365 platform, making it easy to track time without the need for a separate, outdated system. It is a web-based application, so employees can easily record their time wherever they are within the platform they already use. Additionally, the solution offers a helpful overview for employees, allowing them to clearly see what they need to work on. One key feature is that you can only book time on active resource assignments, which helps employees stay focused on the task at hand. You also have visibility into your working hours, something that's often unavailable in the traditional time tracking systems. Let's take a look into the key features of our time tracking and mobile time tracking solution. For time tracking, we do have two different versions, two different products, so to say. Besides our mobile app, we do have our calendar application, which is that HTML-based web application. The calendar app is added to the dynamic sitemap, and it is based on the assignments. We support everything that comes with the process, from submitting to recalling. And you can create time entries on behalf of your colleagues, as well overtake their calendars and track their times. You can set up recurring appointments, and you can use a kind of copy-paste. We do have integration with system and custom charts. So if you just want to report your time recording over the weeks, you can do that. And you can build your own charts. But as well, an organization can provide you specific charts to work with. We do as well provide the integration of custom columns. So that means that every custom table can be added to the form and will be available as well in the application. There is the possibility to add custom rules. For example, if you want to have some budget registration restriction on the side of the project, then there is a possibility to check this and terminate the creation or submitting of time entries when the budget is overtaking or close to being overtaken. On the mobile app, which is a Power App application, you have the possibility to have a start and stop timer. So you can use this on your phone or run it on a second tab or your browser or put it on your tablet and then just start the timer and work on certain case, stop the timer and go back to a different case. In the evening, you can then assign all your created time records to the projects in the system. As well, we deliver with the mobile integration, the Outlook integration. So that's an Outlook appointment integration and things like to-dos. When you organize yourself from Outlook, you get all your appointments into the app and can then directly book from there. And of course, because everyone and everything is talking about AI, there is as well support for Copilot. Let's go to the fifth and the last product I want to share, which is absence management. Absence management is exactly what it sounds like. It helps you manage all types of employee absences, including vacation, public holidays, sick leave, parental leave, annual leave, casual leave. It offers real-time synchronization to ensure that all absence data is automatically updated across the system. The solution also provides customer approval workflows, so you can tailor the approval process to fit your organization needs. Additionally, the user-friendly graphical calendar makes it easy for employees and managers to track and plan absences, improving visibility and reducing errors. The audience for absence management is similar to that of time tracking, but the key difference here is the integration. We use the same calendar system for tracking availability across multiple Microsoft products. This means that anything tracked in absence management automatically syncs with other applications. For example, absences will be reflected in the unified resource scheduling board, the time tracking solutions and any other Microsoft tools you are using. This creates a full cycle solution where all absences are not only tracked but also respected and considered in other processes. An important feature is that absence management includes a separate approval process for each type of absence, ensuring that every absence is properly authorized before being integrated into the system. This seamless integration ensures that absence data is automatically reflected in the whole Microsoft ecosystem. Our target audience includes companies that want to manage the availability of all types of resources, not only just employees, but also machines and equipment, especially in industries like construction. Our solution consolidates everything into one platform. Rather than having separate systems for HR, for tracking vacations and sick days, and project-based time recording, like project operations. This eliminates the need for manual synchronization between different systems, which can cause delays and errors. For example, if an employee gets sick, you will have immediate visibility of that absence, ensuring better resource allocation. When it comes to customer challenges, one major issue we see is the presence of siloed data sources for availability, allocation, and absences. These fragmented systems struggle to align both global processes and local rules. For example, in India, sick leave is deducted from vacation days, but in Germany, sick leave doesn't affect vacation days at all. Additionally, there are different policies for when and how many days of vacation an employee can take, often dependent on their length of service within the company. With our solution, we can adapt those local rules while aligning everything with a unified global process. This ensures that all absences, allocations, and availability follow the same standards and quality goals, regardless of location. By centralizing all this information in one place, we also reduce the administration effort involved in tracking absences and resource allocation. You'll have access to accurate real-time reporting and all absences across the system, making it easier to generate reports and gain insights into your workforce. Furthermore, when it comes to resource allocation across multiple projects, the system makes it easy to see if someone is on sick leave or has vacation. You can manage resources better and avoid conflicts in scheduling, or all from that single same platform. Key features of absence management includes managing vacation, sick leave, public holidays, with the ability to customize those settings per region. This ensures that all local regulations and policies are properly applied. Our calendar provides an easy-to-use interface, offering both personal and management views. Employees can see their own time off, while managers get an overview of their team's availability. We also provide a company-wide view, where people which are not your manager still need to see when you are on vacation. The solution includes workflows for approving, cancelling, rejecting time off requests. And the interesting part of absence management is that we don't require project operations, but we can use it in combination. So it can be as well run in a Power App installation with extended framework of the bookable resources. So there is no need to have project operations, but it makes sense to have this all integrated together. You can easily integrate Microsoft Copilot to gain insights into your absence data, enhance reporting capabilities. So this concludes my brief overview. All information is available on presentation decks and brochures. These are the things we can provide on your demand. Let's give it over now to Marina for the demo part.
Thank you a lot.
Marina,
Rudy.
all yours. I will stop sharing and can give it to you.
Okay. Thank you a lot, Rudy. Thank you a lot for providing the overview of the solutions. And now we will start with a demo. I will start off with a small disclaimer. For those of you who might not know that, we have already had a session today dedicated specifically to our BPM solution, which is quite complex and comprehensive tool. So we will take a look at the BPM solution, but if you really want to learn all the ins and outs of the product, I do recommend that you attend this session, which was, well, not attend, watch it in recording, obviously, but it will feel as if you're attending it. It was held by our product team, so, but we'll take a look, of course, at the core functionality of the PM product. So, yeah, since it's a project portfolio management solution, obviously, we will start off with the application that provides you an overview of your portfolio, programs, and projects. Those are the three main entities tables that we will be talking about when talking about this application. in this very nice Gantt view, in my opinion, you can load multiple views. So, of course, the solution supports standard Dynamics functionality. We have some out-of-the-box views. I'm in my portfolios at the moment. But then, of course, you can also create your custom views by department, location, customer, whatnot. The information you see here on the screen is also customizable. So that's a preset, one of the default views that you can get in the system, where you can see some quite useful information about the sponsors of the portfolio, the duration, the overall effort. But it is also as well possible to customize all of those columns, so everything can be tailored to your liking. And on the right-hand side, you can, of course, see the pretty common, I'd say, Gantt view, which, again, if you're working with project management solutions, I think that should be feeling pretty familiar and easy to use for you. So we have the portfolio always on top of the hierarchy, then we have the programs, and then we have the projects within the programs. In this view, actually in both of those views, but as well in this graphic view, it is possible to create new entries. It is possible, let me scroll this a little bit. Oh, no, I want to scroll this. Okay. So yes, you can actually create new entries here. So you can create new programs under portfolios. You can create new projects. You can as well view information. You can as well view information about your projects or programs, their completion percentage, the duration. In my case, I have not done much in my portfolios, to be honest, so it's mostly zeros. But yes, you can quickly just, hover over those and check how you're doing with each of the projects. Or you could as well click the edit button, which will load for you directly in this screen the entity. We're currently in the project entity, so you can just at a glance view all the information about your project. You can switch between tabs, of course, make some adjustments maybe to the task or team level as well. And yeah, basically review your information, see how well you're doing on your project directly from here. As I've mentioned, there is also possibility to create new projects directly from here as well. So you can create new projects, new portfolios. You will have a pretty common Dynamics quick create form popping up. So if you are starting off, with your portfolio, you can actually do the whole planning of the portfolio, including program and projects being created in you directly from this convenient Gantt view. Yes, we're not going to create anything at the moment. So once again, a very nice view gives you a great overview of your portfolios. At this moment, I only have one portfolio under my name. But of course, if you would have multiple portfolios, you would be able to see multiple portfolios from multiple sponsors. So there are no limitations on that. The solution also allows you to create connections between the projects, let's say. So you will get those nice buttony looking pop-ups, and then you can build a connection. And if you click on the connection, you can the dependency. You can select which type of dependency you want to build. The solution at the moment supports all 4 types of dependencies. So yeah, let's say it's the classical, right? Finish to start, and then you can as well select the dependency lag if you need that. And of course, we'll save the information now, but then again, if you just create something, by mistake, you can always, of course, revert the action and delete that. And we will save and close. And we can see that the dependency has done a good job of moving this project to start after the end of this project. So you can also build dependencies between programs within one portfolio. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I think at the moment connections, dependencies between portfolios are not supported. So that's the planning functionality of this view. But there's also a really great view. We'll take a look in a little bit at the portfolio table, portfolio entity, and what you can do with the portfolio itself and how you can plan the programs there as well. But one of the things I also want to show in this view is that you can actually compare your current version of portfolio against the baseline, or to be honest, you can actually create multiple versions of your portfolios, and in this view, you can actually compare them against the baseline. So if you click this filtering icon, you can first of all select if you want to see the baseline or not. And then if you will click this compare to baseline, you'll get the split screen, which will allow you to compare your original portfolio, or like your new portfolio versus your original baseline. Again, multiple versions are supported, so it's not obligatory that you only create one baseline. You can create multiple scenarios. And directly here we can see that this project has been moved because of the new dependencies that we added, so we can compare all of that information, and we can see how that plays out on a more complex, let's say, portfolio level. Of course, if you have a more complex structure. So again, if you're part of the PMO team, that is pretty much vital information that you would need to be accessing to make informed decisions on your portfolios. And now we will switch for just a little bit to the portfolio entity itself, to the portfolio table. Let's go here. And yeah, again, that's a custom entity. So on top of the pretty standard dynamics fields, like the start and end dates, like the owners, the managers, you will also find quite a few custom ones. So we have obviously types, priorities, you can include your stakeholders. We have associated programs for each of the portfolios, then as well associated projects. Programs are an additional layer, so it's up to you whether you want to use them or not. If your management process does not include programs, you can just have projects under a portfolio. That is also the possibility. In terms of planning, your portfolios can be planned basically, you can either start off with the portfolio and then again go down to the program and the projects, or you can start off in project operations with just planning out your projects and then add those projects, existing projects, to the portfolio. So it could go either way in terms of budget, or again, like your management processes within the company. You can also see the risks associated with the portfolio. We also have the issues tabs, which will allow you to, again, track some issues that you might have on the portfolio, and then obviously counteract whatever issues you might have on those. We also have pretty, not complex, but pretty comprehensive, I'd say, mechanism for the budget creation. So when you add associated projects and programs, or programs to your portfolio, you can then click this button on top, which is create budget. And on the background, this will calculate the budget for the portfolio. And then you can, of course, compare that against the portfolio budget limit, which you can also set up here or in the budget editor, which we will also take a look at in a little bit. And this will, again, just give you the controlling capabilities and overview into how well your portfolio is performing. And after the budget is created, you can as well submit the budget for approval. And there is also a versioning system for the budget. So you might have multiple budget versions in your portfolio. So again, all of that functionality is already in place. And then we also have an additional tool, which is called Budget Editor, which again just gives you a really good controlling view of your portfolio budget limits, what's the assigned budget of your portfolio, and the actual costs versus obviously the estimated. So since, again, I have not done much work on my portfolios, should maybe work a little bit harder on those. There's not much data, but again, the view supports the write-in. So yes, no, I don't want it to be $2. I want it to be at least $2 million. Oh, okay, 200,000 will do. That's better than $2 anyways. So yeah, you can set up the budget limits from here or from the portfolio entity, and then you can track, obviously, again, your actuals against your limits. So I'm going to just quickly show the programs. So the programs do look very similar to in a way similar to the portfolio entity. They have a little bit different information because then again, that's a different entity. You also have several KPIs, custom KPIs to keep track of your programs and to see how well they're again performing, if you have any issues with those. And then you also have a dedicated controlling tab, which in my case, because I haven't done much, does not show much information. But as soon as you start working on the projects associated with the program, you will see again how well you're performing, actuals versus estimated. And then again, you can also log risks at the project or the program level. And in terms of risks, there's also an inheritance. So you can either just log risks on the portfolio level, or you could as well log them on the project and the program level, and then as soon as you add that program or project to your portfolio, those risks will be inherited by the portfolio. So that's a very quick overview of the PPM solution. Again, for an in-depth on how everything operates in the solution and a more comprehensive demo data, I suggest to rewatch the session that we had from our product team earlier in the day. It will be available, I guess, online really shortly. And I will now move on, because we do not have that much time, I will now move on to the next applications. And the second application I'm going to be showing is our time tracking application. And as Rudy mentioned, you might ask, why do we need another time tracking application if there is time tracking functionality in project operations? And in my opinion, first off, because we also use this app internally, it's because it's much prettier than what project operations offers out of the box. Very, very cutesy, very demure. The application, as you might have seen on the screenshot, offers you this really nice calendar view. You can switch, between business hours or a full day. All of those are preset at the settings level. And then you have a very simple time entry mechanism. Let's say I want to track time on this day. So you can either just, click on the area and pre-select the time here, or you could already pre-select an area. Let's say I want to track something tomorrow. And it automatically pre-selects the start and end times, the duration. You can actually track multiple types of time entries. It does not have to be work necessarily. It could also be absences or vacations or breaks. So not just a work tracking solution, basically. And then in the project review, you can select your assignments. So for this day, I only have one assignment on one project. But we will take a look at other days maybe in a little bit. And basically, if you have multiple assignments, you'd be able to select from multiple projects in this really convenient review. So we select my assignment here. All the information gets pre-selected. And a really cool feature that I actually really like as a salesperson, because I do spend a lot of times on calls. So there is a possibility to select the recurrency to your time entries. So let's say maybe each Friday we have a sales alignment call, right? And yes, that's even seems correct in terms of spelling. You can add, any comments you have. And then in terms of recurrency, you can either select that to be, again, obviously weekly by weekly. You can select, let's say the duration in terms of occurrences. So let's say I only need this meeting for 6 weeks, right? We'll only have sales alignments for 6 weeks. So you can choose to cancel this time entry after 6 occurrences, or you could also obviously then just specify the date where you want this to be finished. So I will click the sales button. I wish there was a sales button and things would start selling themselves. And yeah, basically the system on the background will create those time entries ahead of time. And be warned, if your resource assignment runs out sooner than you have selected in the time frame for this time entry. So let's say maybe I only have this project for 3 weeks, but then I select for this time entry to be running for 6 weeks. The system would warn me that this time entry exceeds the resource assignment end date, and I would be able to recreate it once again within the time frame. So there are a number of limitations in place. Same as in PO, everything gets created by default in draft, and you can also submit and recall your time entries from this application, which is again very handy. We can the tab that will most probably be relevant for project managers is the resources tab. Oh, that was quick. Let's give it a second. It's a little bit shy. And basically, the resources tab allows you to quickly look up different resources, and given you have the right security roles in the system, you can actually look up other people and either check their time entries or track on behalf of other people. Once again, it's all managed through security roles, so don't be afraid, like not everyone can do that. Obviously, it's only resource managers who can do that, but again, I find this to be a really handy feature, especially if, let's say, a person is on a sick leave and they cannot track their time out of office, but it's needed for, like, let's say, invoicing purposes, then a PM can always do that on their behalf. So let's say I can select Anthony now. I can see what he's been doing, what he's been tracking. But then again, I can also track on his behalf. And you can see that here now in the tree view, we have Anthony's assignments, and I can also even track some time against those assignments. Once again, limited to resource managers, but a really great feature, and in my opinion, a really great convenient view to do that so. And then again, if you also just want to view, multiple time entries for multiple users, you could as well do that here. For the users, there is also something here. We have the charts functionality, which basically allows you to view how much you've entered this week, in my case by role, or you can switch to the working time charts, and you can see how well you've performed versus your actual target. So my target is working 24 hours a day, so obviously I underperformed on most of the days. But that, of course, is something that you would set up in the settings area. And then hopefully if your company is kinder than ours and you don't have to work 28 hours, that's again a really convenient way for you just to track if you've tracked all the hours. As Rudy mentioned before, a lot of countries have pretty strict regulations about how diligent you have to be with your time entries. So that just helps you with making sure that you have not missed anything. There's also obviously multiple switches here. You can view your work week, month. You could as well switch to the agenda view, which will show you your assignments. Again, really handy view. And then you can also switch to the month view, and that's personally the one I prefer internally to submit my time entries. You can just click the submit button here, and there is the mass select button here. And we can just submit all the time entries we have performed for this month, just like that, quickly. And yeah, they've changed their status. And then, of course, the great color coding, which project operations does not offer for you out of the box. So that's the time tracking application, and we don't have that much time, but I want to show the absence management application as well. So again, great tool. We use that as well internally. So it's been tested on us, and we provided our feedback, and hopefully that resulted in giving you a good solution. So basically, how the process happens here is that you can create, or your manager, you would be creating multiple holiday allowances or one holiday allowance for your resource. The process is quite simple. The allowance is created against a bookable resource. You would just need to fill out this nice field. Let's say that I want to create an allowance for myself for 2026. And you can select whether you want it to be full year or like maybe half year allowance, whatever period you would need. And you would also need to specify the number of allowed days for the person. And this would create a holiday allowance. At the moment, I only have the ones created for statutory holidays for myself here in the system. And this already allows me tracking or like requesting my absences and then tracking them here. There is the absence request area over here where you can request absence requests, and we can actually take a look at one of the existing ones, the one I haven't grabbed. When you request, you can select the type of the request that you're logging, which holiday allowance that's regarding. You can select if you want to have it for 1 day or multiple days. There is also the option for the half day. And then, of course, if that's multiple days, you can select the start and end dates. And the good thing is that when you're selecting all of that great information and planning your vacation, you can also see how much you actually have. So how many days you have approved, how many days you have allowed. So you can, make an informed decision on how many days you want to be out of office based on how much days you have left still. As Rudy mentioned during the presentation, there is an approval mechanism going on behind. So the manager would need to approve, and you can actually put some, additional security measures in place to make sure that the approval process goes smoothly. And my favorite view is the calendar view, which again, just a great, because I'm a visual person, but just a great visual representation of your year. So in this specific calendar, I have grayed out areas for the school holidays. I can also see my vacations, so my days off, and I can also see their status. So the green means that those are the approved vacations, which I already took, and the blue means that those are draft, and that's again a great reminder for me that I should probably go in and submit those for approval to my manager. But not only can you track your vacations here, there's also a possibility to create multiple holiday areas or one holiday area within your organization. And under each holiday area, of course, then you can create custom holidays, again, based on, the religious holidays you have in that area, bank holidays, etc. And you can also assign the resources for that location, and the assigned resources then will only see on their calendar the holidays which are relevant for their location, which again is quite great. The creation process is very simple and straightforward. And also something quickly I wanted to show was that in the calendar view, you can also switch actually between the personal view and the management view. So you can also view, vacations for your employees and for your team. So that's my team. And I can see not only my vacation and holiday entries, but also the holiday entries for my team. And that is, again, I think especially important if you are managing an international team, so that you could always, make the proper planning for that. And we still have 6 minutes left for the Q&A. And
Yes.
then, of course, if any of the solutions tickled your fancy and you would want to take a closer look at them, because I was rushing through a little bit because wanted to show a lot of functionality in a really short time, just reach out to us and we'd be glad to show all of those to you in much more details.
Super. Thank you so much, Marina and Rudy, for giving us the introduction, information, also challenges that people might be facing, and what can we do, and how actually our solutions can help you to achieve your goals in an easier way. Let me check if we do have some questions in the chat. At the moment, I don't have any questions on the chat. But in case you do have any, please raise your hand and we will turn on your mic. And in the meantime, I also have a couple of questions for you guys. Do we have any kind of information about the pricing for our product?
Yes, we have. So it is based upon number of users. For the core, this is really related to project operations. So there we base ourselves on the number of project operations users. The rest is based upon the number of resources. And we have a kind of tiered pricing. This really varies from €2 to €10 per user. And there is also a kind of bundle discount if you combine some products together. And we can up to 35% bundle discount. So that's more or less in a nutshell.
Mhm. Okay, sounds great. Many possibilities. Thank you, Rudy, for covering that. Maybe additional questions about maybe somebody from our audience is looking for partnership. Do we have any possibilities for that?
We have a partner program, and partner program could be referral, could be also reseller mode, where we work closely together with a lot of benefits. And I really encourage you to go to our website, and there you will find in partners all the information. Maybe register yourself, but also download the partner handbook, which gives a good overview on what the partner program is about.
Mhm. Okay, then we will make sure to add it to the chat as well. So in case you need it, you can contact us anytime. All right, then I don't see any questions in the chat. In this case, I would like to thank you once more, Marina and Rudy, for bringing us all this interesting information and to see how actually our products are moving forward. And we also saw in the previous session that there is a lot of things planned for the next period, most of all for project portfolio management. And if you didn't see that session, we will also add the recording and provide it to you soon. And in case you have further questions in the future, you can contact Rudy, you can contact Marina, either through LinkedIn, or you can also write us at look@proMX.net. And last but not least, don't miss our last session of the Dynamics Week tomorrow at 4 p.m. GTM +1 time. We will be talking about project operations, updates, AI enhancements, and roadmap. From business perspective, a little bit also from the technical perspective, what is coming as well, what you need to take into consideration, and that will help you to plan better, prepare yourself better for the new period. Thank you so much, everybody. Again, the audience, our speakers, it was very nice having you here, and see you around. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Bye.